Hello friends, it's Angelina and Dima from Walking Nature World. Today we're doing a day hike in a new area for us. Alcala, located in Marina Alta, Alicante. It is 10 kilometers circular hike, starting from the town Alcala de la Jovada, located down in a valley.
And after we'll be climbing up 400 meters to the Peña Forada Peak and then following further along the mountain range. It should take us 3 hours to do. And we're looking forward to it quite a lot, as the view should be pretty scenic from up top at the two valleys, Vall de Gallinera and Vall de Alcala. And now the sun is getting higher and higher, and we better hurry to start the trail. Now very soon the trail we encountered first attraction is the Despoblado de Alsovieta, which is unpopulated Moorish town that dates back to the 12th century, and right now it is in ruins, of course. And this town was actually used up until 1600 by the Christian population, and they used it in different ways for the cattle, for some agriculture purposes, but up until the Moorish expulsion it was quite actively used, and then in the 18th century it was completely unpopulated. But it is one of the best conserved towns of the Moorish times. That is absolutely devastating, you guys. It's terrible.
When we traveled here, we didn't expect to see such a picture of so many burned trees. Black trunks all around us.
Yeah, as far as we can see on the horizon.
We don't know how it happened and when, but the scale of it is huge. Like the territory affected is enormous.
It's so heartbreaking to see.
Now we don't know it was a good idea to hike today, because as the sun is getting higher, it's getting like crazy hot.
Yeah, you can feel like the heat striking your head, and we don't know if we're gonna get there. If we're gonna get to this peak today.
Yeah.
And we clearly got misled by the clouds in the morning. It was quite cloudy,
Yeah.
and now we can see it's all clear. It's probably not a single cloud, as you can see. Wow. think I'm getting lightheaded now. It's like I can go faint any moment from now because of the sun. Oh, it's crazy. That's like one of those moments when you kind of want to get going quick, climb quick, but at the same time you can't go quick because you're so hot, getting overheat. It's like the dilemma as always.
When you expect it the least, there is a shade in the top of the hill. It's like never happened before.
Oh, thanks God, we're saved.
Yeah.
We can live here. We honestly blame all those heat to the Fiesta de San Juan or St. John's Eve that is actually celebrated today on 24th of June when we're hiking. And it is pretty epic and iconic because we chose hiking on this particular day, but we think it is the reason why it is so hot because it is the longest day, so it's like has the most sun hours that you can get. And yeah, so probably the sun is the strongest at this season and time of the year. But for Spain, it is quite a big holiday and everybody's celebrating, jumping over bonfires, making fireworks, or doing all kinds of festivities and, dancing and parades and stuff like that. But we as always celebrate all the holidays by hiking, as you guys know by now. And yeah, we've been quite happy with the views. As we promised, you can see two valleys from here, Vall de Alcala and Vall de Gallinera. And actually, you can get to this particular point, Peña Forada, from Vall de Gallinera as well. But as soon as we know, the ascent is more pronounced, it's more steep than from Vall de Alcala. So the choice is up to you, but it is pretty epic.
We spotted a cloud. We can have some shade now.
Well, pray for that. So we learned that all those burnt trees that we see around us is the consequence of the huge wood fire that happened only 10 months ago. So like in August of last year, now we're in June, and it was huge, you guys, like many hectares are burned, and it has started all the way down in Vall in the town, which is like in 7 kilometers from here. So you can imagine like how huge the circle was, right? So on all sides, and the whole valley practically is burnt to ashes, which is terrifying.
And it's all starting with a lightning flash that struck one tree probably, and it expanded very fast due to the high wind and covered the whole area. It was very dry also, it hadn't been raining for ages.
So the consequences are devastating, and all we have left is what you can see around us. Just many burnt trees, which are going to be cleared probably very soon, and then there will be like plain hills and mountains. We see lots of big footprints, and we think they are belonging to wild boars due to their size. And yeah, we can see probably they prosper here. This region is also famous for its cherry fields, and we can say that this region relies on growing the cherries and exporting them to other countries, not only throughout the Spain, but also countries like UK, which is pretty spectacular. And you can even see the Vall de Alcala label on them. And yeah, we could already appreciate the taste is wonderful. We're now in the middle of the season for cherries, so it is amazing. Also, they grow here, of course, like typical almond trees and olive trees. So it is a very peculiar place. It has quite a flat terrain, lots of flat terrain. In comparison to the other valleys, it is very hilly. But here they're able to grow a lot of stuff, and that's why it is like microflora and fauna here. And we could see and hear lots of birds, which you can observe and photograph. Like lots of nightingales we've noticed, which is amazing, we think, which is the biggest number we've ever heard. And yeah, overall it is a very nice ambience here.
So that is all for today. We're back in the town. It was a great trail, the climbing wasn't difficult luckily, and we enjoyed the most our time in the top. We could stay in the shade, admire views, and was the nicest spot and pleasant surprise for us on this trail, because it is very hot day.
So absolutely avoid hiking on San Juan Day and in June when the sun is the strongest. It's a big no-no. You can go hiking in any other season or time.
Or in the night,
Exactly.
for example.
But yeah, as we said, at the top we could freshen up, gather up our powers, and still continue the trail, and we could make it, which, yeah, we're happy about it.
But any case, the valley is very scenic, and we can recommend it to visit.
So let us know if you enjoyed this trail, what do you think of it, and give this video a like as always, would appreciate it. And subscribe to our channel for more hiking trails to come. And that is it for today, guys. Have an amazing hike, everybody. Take care, and see you. Bye.